In this video, we're going to do a case study on how car seat safety website, Safe in the Seat, grew their website traffic by over 360% in just 6 months. Welcome to All-in-One SEO. We make SEO easy with our powerful WordPress SEO plugin. Let's get started. So this is Safe in the Seat, a child safety seat resource site started by a new mom who was overwhelmed with the sheer number of choices in child safety seats. So she started this safety seat resource site. You're probably thinking, well, that's fine. How does someone make money on something like this? Well, she sells a lot of services on her site, including car safety seat buying kits, online courses, and even one-on-one consultations. What's remarkable about Safe in the Seat is that they grew their website traffic by 362% in just 6 months. Anyone who started a new website or blog can appreciate what an accomplishment that is. If you want to read more about Safe in the Seat, you can check out the companion case study at AIOSEO.com/trends. And I will drop in a link directly to this case study in the description below this video. So let's take a look at the traffic for Safe in the Seat. In 2020, they had 1,800 visits. 2021, they had 6,700 visits. And then in 2022, things really started taking off. They had 43,000 visits. And between January and August of 2023, they had almost 250,000 visits, 230,748 visits. Pretty impressive. And if we look at this graph of their organic traffic, we can see that things really started to take off in the last 6 months there. So what did Safe in the Seat do? Well, that's what we're going to dive into in this case study. So one big strategy that Safe in the Seat used is that they created helpful people-first content. It means they didn't use AI to auto-generate content. They took the long and hard path and wrote the content themselves. They found a special niche that was underserved, and they really aggressively went after that market. And we can see an example of this right on the Safe in the Seat homepage. We scroll down a little bit. There's this whole blurb here about car seat anxiety is real. So this isn't coming from someone who decided they wanted to make money selling car seats. This is coming from a new parent who went through the process herself and had anxiety over choosing the best car seat to keep her child safe. So it's real content, it's authentic, and it really resonates with her target audience. All-in-One SEO can help you write good people-first content by focusing on the readability of your content. We can't help you become an expert in your field, but we can help you write in a way that will reach more of your audience. Let's head on over to the post section. I'm going to click on this one called the Best WordPress Image Compression Plugins. I click on the AIOSEO button up here, General, and then Readability. The sentence's length is coming up with a green check. It's telling me sentence length is looking great, but the flesh reading ease is a 58.4. We're almost there. We're trying to get around 60, 70. And if it's not the sentence length, then it has to be big words. So we're going to go through here and look for some big words and see if I can replace them with smaller, simpler words. I'm going to change can be time consuming to can take time. I'm going to change most significant to biggest because that's what we're saying in the context of this sentence. I'm going to change downright to just. I'm going to change the only downside to the one problem. I'm going to change this whole sentence, notable features you can expect from Short Pixel include, to some of the Short Pixel features are. I'm going to change build annually to build every year. I'm just going to get rid of the word explicitly in front of designed. It's a little bit redundant. I'm going to break this up into 2 sentences and change this to this allows for. I'm going to change this whole sentence. I'm going to say every part instead of every aspect. I'm going to change installing to install. I'm going to change therefore in this instance to so. I'm going to change resulting to which results. And there we have it. That brought us to 60.1s. So with this particular post, we had to go through the post with a fine-tooth comb and look for some big words and change them into smaller words to bump that score up. It's a little bit of a time-consuming endeavor, but The end result will be worth it because our content can now reach more people. And after all, that's the main goal for our message, to be reached and heard by more people. When you're all done making your updates, don't forget to click the big blue update button, and you're done. The second strategy that Safe in the Seat use to explode their traffic is that they are embodying the Google EEAT principles, particularly authoritativeness. As we mentioned earlier, the founder of Safety in the Seat got certified as a child passenger safety technician. And they have a nice little blog post on their website explaining what a child passenger safety technician is and why it matters. This just really adds to their authority and demonstrates that they are qualified to write the content on this website. All-in-One SEO can help you really embody Google EEAT principles using our powerful author bio add-on. Let's head on over to the users section, and I'm going to click on this user, Matt. And if you have All-in-One SEO installed, you'll notice there's a new tab up top called Author SEO. So if you just have WordPress installed, you'll see personal options, but with All-in-One SEO installed, you get this new tab, Author SEO. Let's go ahead and click on that tab. And this is where we can fill out all of the information that will provide good signals back to Google to increase our EEAT score. So the first thing is you want to make sure that the author info is on. So next to where it says enable author info, just make sure that toggle switch is flipped on. If it's not and it's grayed out, you can just flip it into the on position. Below that, you can add your education. So there's a section here that says alumni of. I pre-filled out this information so you guys don't have to watch me type. So I put in the institution, Boston College, and then I put in a URL over to their website. You do not have to put in a URL, but I put in a URL to BC's website. If you went to multiple institutions, maybe you have more than one degree, you could add another item there. If you did that by mistake, just click the little trash can icon and you can delete it. Below that, we have a section for employer. I put in All-in-One SEO. We have job title, developer, and this is where you put in the job title of the author. And then below that, it says knows about, and you can put in skills here and add them in the knows about section. So I put in HTML, CSS, SEO, SQL, .NET Framework. If you wanted to get rid of one of these, you just exit out. And then if I click the drop-down list, I can see all of the topics that are available. I could say I know about development work for Amazon. If you want to know where these topics come from, click on this link here that says Search Appearance, Author SEO, Author Experience Topics. I'm going to open that in a new tab so we don't lose our place. And here's all the topics. So if I wanted to add another topic, I could add it here. Let's say I also know Java. I could add that item and save changes. And that item, that topic will be added. That's not going to show up here until I refresh the page, but that's fine for this example. I think we have plenty of skills in the knows about section. You can add an author image here. I've already added a picture of myself, but just like any other area of WordPress, you can upload a file or you can select something from the media library. Below that is a section for the author excerpt. I've chosen to use the author bio here, which is pulling information from below the author bio section, but you can use various smart tags here. If I click the link that says view all tags, these are all the smart tags available. Some of them don't make sense. I don't want to put the current year in for the author bio, but you can use any of these smart tags as you see fit. So the author excerpt will show up on the page that you are an author of in a small little compact author bio block. Since my author bio is so small here, it's only 2 sentences, I'm just throwing the whole author biography in as the author excerpt. But you could also type your own, or you could use any of the smart tags. Below that is the author bio. So this is where I talk a little bit about myself or talk about the author. You could be filling this out for someone else. It doesn't have to be about yourself. So I just have a little blurb about education and work experience that is going to send the proper signals back to Google that says I am a competent, qualified author to write blogs on this website. Below that is a very important setting, append author bio to post. Very important, but you don't have to do anything. You can just leave it as use default setting. If you uncheck that, you have the option to enable the author bio for this author to all posts. So using the default setting is saying I want to use what I set up when I was setting up All-in-One SEO in the search appearance settings. If you don't do anything and you just leave this alone and you've set up all-in-one SEO to use the author bio, then that's what it will do. So if I unselect that and choose enable, then the author bio will be included on all posts by this author. Alternatively, I could disable it and there will be no author bio for any post by this author. For most people, you're just going to want to leave it as the default setting. Below that is social profiles. So this is not the social profiles for your website or brand. This is social profiles for this particular author. So I have the all-in-one SEO's social profile for Facebook in here just as an example. But if this was a specific author, I could call it Matt author or whatever my social profile link is. And we have a ton of social profiles here. So again, this is just sending more EEAT signals back to Google. I'm going to revert that back to our Facebook profile just for this example. And then you can add additional profiles just by dropping in URLs here. When you're all done with this, go ahead and click the Update Profile button. And then let's head over to one of our posts that I've written. I've written all the posts on this WordPress website, so that's easy enough. And I will pull it up in the browser and show you what this looks like with the author bio. So in my all posts section, let's just pull up men's basketball shoes here. I'm going to click the view link. So here's my post about men's basketball shoes. And if we scroll down to the bottom, we can see this little author bio here. This is cool, but this is just a demo site. Well, how about we check this out on a live site? Of course, we use our own plugin on our site. We use all-in-one SEO on the AIOSEO blog. So if we scroll down on this blog written about this exact topic, about how to add an author bio that boosts your Google EEAT score, we can see that this post was written by Cato. If I hover over his name, I get that author bio excerpt we were talking about earlier. And then if I click the link to see full bio, we get Cato's skills, we get his education, we get some highlights about his career, and we get an about on Cato. If I go back to the main page where the post is, there's another very cool feature in this author bio functionality in all-in-one SEO, and that is that someone can review your content. So here we can see that Cato's article on author bio boosting your Google EEAT signals has been reviewed by Manvi, and Manvi has her own blurb and her own bio. So this will send yet another EEAT boosting signal back to Google that not only is Cato qualified to write this article, but that it has been peer-reviewed by Manvi, and that Manvi is also an expert in her field. I'm back over in the All Posts section now of my WordPress website. Let's click on that post we were looking at earlier, men's basketball shoes. And it's very easy to set a reviewer for your post or your content and send one more signal back to Google to boost your EEAT score. This signal is particularly good for boosting your trustworthiness. If we look over on the right-hand section here under post, make sure you're not on block, make sure you're on post. We can see where we set the author. I have two users on this website. I have Matt and I have Bob SEO. So Matt is the author. Below that, there's a section that says reviewer. I can very simply select a reviewer. I've got my email addresses blurred out here, but I can just select Bob SEO as the reviewer. And now we're sending another signal back to Google, particularly focused on the trustworthiness aspect to help boost our EEAT score. Of course, as always, make sure you click the blue update button when you're done to save your changes. The third thing that Safe in the Seat did is they used schema markup on their website to win some Google rich snippets. And in this graph, we can see the organic keywords trends for Safe in the Seat. And the little green part on top of the bar is traffic coming from SERP features, which are these rich snippets that you see in the search results. And you can see that those really started to increase around April of 2023. All-in-one SEO can help you win some rich snippets in the search results as well using our powerful schema generator. In the WordPress All Posts section, I'm going to click on this post I have here called Men's Basketball Shoes. So if we scroll down after the content, we get to the AIOSEO settings section and go ahead and click on the schema tab. The first item you see is schema type, and this is set to product already by default. But if it was set to something else like web page or recipe, you can use this drop-down selector right here and choose product as the schema type. You can add a description of your product, a price for your product, the currency of your price. If you're having a sale, you can add how long you want the price to be valid to. In this example, it's not for a sale. We can add the brand and whether the item is in stock or not. You can put in a SKU here and an identifier type. You can also add in your reviews one by one in this section, including your headline, the content of the review, the author, and the rating. You can use the big blue button to add a new review and the trash can icon to remove those reviews. Click Update when you're done, and it will save that schema data. You can search our YouTube channel for a more in-depth tutorial on product schema, including how it integrates with WooCommerce. The top 3 strategies that Safe in the Seat use that you can emulate is number 1, they wrote for people first, search engine second. Number 2, they showcased EEAT in their content. And number 3, they used schema markup to win rich results in the SERPs. And then on the flip side, there were some things that Safe in the Seat got wrong. Number 1, they didn't optimize their metadata for character limits. We found a couple of titles and descriptions that were too long and unfortunately getting truncated by Google. Number 2, they neglected image SEO. We found some empty alt tags and some empty title tags. And number 3, they hired a marketing agency to work on the site. This is not necessarily a bad thing, but it is, of course, going to be expensive. Having huge SEO wins and success online does not require hiring external professionals. In fact, many of the case studies in our trends section show websites that have done it completely on their own in-house. It helps if you have the right tools like All-in-One SEO. All-in-One SEO can help you emulate the top 3 strategies that they used, as well as fix the bottom 3 that might need some work. So that's how Safe in the Seat exploded their website traffic 360% in just 6 months. If you don't already have our awesome All-in-One SEO plugin installed, we've got a link to it in the description below this video. It can help you out with the task in this video, as well as many other SEO jobs that you might have to do on your WordPress website. If you click on this next video right here, I'll show you how to integrate Facebook into your website. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tips and tricks on how to use our easy and powerful WordPress SEO plugin, All-in-One SEO.